Welcome Maotrons. It kind of looks like I'm naked. I am actually extremely freaking cold, so we'll just do this for a second. But anyway, welcome Maotrons. So in today's video I'm going to be doing the Mandalorian. Well, trying to. I'm kind of nervous, but we'll see if I can figure it out. Anyways, I don't have much else to say, so how about we just get painting and let's just paint. Let's just go ahead and paint. Alright guys, so the first thing I'm going to do is take a Elmer's glue stick and put it on my eyebrows. I do this so that I can paint over them easily, without having to worry about the hairs getting in the way. Next I'm going to be taking my white eyeliner pencil, and I do this all the time. I'm going to sketch out my design. And with this, I'm trying to make as straight of lines as I can across my obviously curved and bumpy skin, so really, I'm looking straight into a mirror, so to you guys it might not look very straight, but if you look at a mirror and look straight into it and just make sure that the lines are as straight as possible. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take some light gray body paint from Maotrons, and I'm going to fill in my face in chunks. So I'm starting with the side of my forehead, the sides of my forehead, and I'm just going to fill them in straight light gray, and then I'm actually going to pull it into my hair as well. If you want a more realistic look, you could also put on a bald cap, make some prosthetics and stuff, but you know, I'm working with what I got. The next thing I'm going to do is take some matte black eyeshadow. I'm going to start shadowing around, so this other piece in the middle is going to actually be sitting on top of the side pieces, so I'm going to add a shadow there just to prepare for it. I'm also looking at a live action shot of the Mandalorian, and I'm kind of copying the shadows I see in this picture. It looks like the light's kind of coming from all around, just adding a reflection to the helmet, so I'm just looking where the shadows are hitting and just adding some black to that and just like blending it out and making it look as realistic as I can. Obviously these shadows don't really make a lot of sense, but you know, I'm just copying at this point. Next I'm going to be taking some white body paint from Maotrons and adding the highlights, and with this I kind of dab it with my finger to give it a more like blended out look. Of course you can just use the brush if you want, and again, just looking at a live action photo, I'm going to add it where I see it in the reference photo. I'm going back into that light gray body paint and adding it to the center here. You'll see a lot of repetitive stuff throughout this during these chunks that I'm doing, but you know, it is what I'm doing. After I fill it in, I'm going in with that black body paint again, and I'm going to be adding in, so it looks like he has some like divots in his helmet here and there, so to get that look, it's more of a shadow effect than like a straight bold line. So instead of using body paint, I'm going in with eyeshadow and blending it out. And then again, I'm copying the shadows that I see in this reference photo. There's one going across the center section, and there's one that's like kind of blended out on the bottom piece. I'm going back into that white and highlighting again using the reference photo. I'm just going to be repeating myself a lot in this one, but taking a small brush and kind of just dabbing it out, blending it out, and making it look as good as I could. I'm also going to be going into the black eyeshadow again, and I'm going to be having it on a like tiny detail brush so I can get some very concentrated black lines where I feel like it's necessary to have to kind of make it pop a little bit more in those spots, you know? I'm not going to be showing every time I go back and do this, but just to have an idea of how I emphasize the shadows in certain areas. Then I'm going back into that gray body paint, and I'm going to add the stripe going across my face. Now this is one of the hardest parts to get, because it's going across my eyebrows and where like my brow bone would be, but yeah, so I'm gonna do that. And then I actually stopped for a second and blocked on my ears, because of course he has a helmet on so you don't see his ears, so I just, you know, just covered those up so I wasn't looking at him. And then I went back into that black eyeshadow again and added some more of the detailed lines, just adding more of the shadows and kind of trying to add some more detail around the whole thing. Now this was the hardest part, was getting the visor section straight. So it doesn't quite look straight to you guys here because I'm not looking straight into the camera, but trust me, when you look straight into the mirror, it's me trying to like add here and there and make it look as straight as possible. His visor actually also goes down, so I have to also go down the nose. And on the bottom where the chin section is, there is a bit of a, like, it goes out a bit on each side, like flares, I guess you could say. Went back into the gray and kind of filled in the section that I had not filled in yet. And then I also actually just filled in the rest of the face where the cheeks are, because it's going to be gray anyway, so I thought, why not just move forward, add some more gray, we're good. Once that looked good to me, I actually went back into that black eyeshadow and added he has like divots in the cheek area, so I started adding that with some black eyeshadow and essentially just sketched in the lines of it. There's two lines that kind of connect and then one that goes off to the side. I don't know if that makes any sense. You can kind of see what I'm doing, and then I blended it out. I'll be going back to that again here in a minute, but I decided to add the lines that are also underneath the visor section and going down. More of a shadow than lines. It's very complicated and hard to explain. But of course, I went back to the cheek section, just kept working up the shadows until I was happy with them. Then I went into some white body paint. Who would have guessed? And added the highlights around the whole face where I could see it in the reference photo where it looked like it would be needed. The next thing I'm doing is I'm taking some of that white body paint again, but I'm highlighting the visor because it is glass, at least I assume. My prop that I actually got from Fuzzy Pirate, if anybody was there for that, is actually plastic, but my assumption is the real Mandalorian helmet would be glass, right? So anyways, it has some shine in it, so I took some white and added the shine. Now you can't really see what I'm doing here, and sadly there was a few parts where I kind of didn't show anything because the stupid mirror was in the way. I don't know what I was thinking. I'm getting back into the YouTube thing, obviously. Still failing. Anyways, I sketched out the design with a white eyeliner pencil. You get it by now. And then I took some brown body paint and filled in the neck and the part of the chest, because he has like a fabric that's like laying on him. So yeah, so I just filled in the brown, and then I actually went in with some light brown and added some highlights around it to add that pull effect. You can't really see what I did for the most part, but you get the gist. I also went in with a smidgen of dark brown, and then after I went in to like add the shadows, and then after I did that I actually went in with some black eyeshadow and just kind of deepened it up here and there to give it a more realistic pulled fabric-y look, if you could tell. I don't know if you can tell because I blocked most of it, but you get the idea, right? Hopefully. The next thing I'm doing is I'm taking some more white body paint and I'm going to be adding some highlights around it to just make the folds pop a little bit more where light would be hitting it. After that's done, I went into that same light brown that we started with and filled in where his like undershirt is, and I just, blocked out that color. And then went in with some black eyeshadow like I've been doing and added the shadows around it. Pretty self-explanatory. The next thing I did is I actually added some light gray onto that one shoulder pad, or I guess shoulder pad? Armor? It's armor. Anyways, whatever. I added gray onto it. And then, of course, I went back into the black eyeshadow like we've been doing, and I added the detail work and shadows with that, just giving the shape of the look. I should have added the emblem, but I didn't, so... And then I went into some white body paint, of course, and added all the highlights. Very repetitive. Now I didn't show it for some reason, but on the shirt I actually added some stitches as well. Kind of creative liberty there, but I didn't show it for some reason. I don't really know why, but they're there now. I have some stitches. And then I filled in the belt with the same brown that we have been using, but I don't really deepen up the color that much, so it sticks out a little bit more, except for where there's going to be shadows. So, of course, speaking of shadows, I went into some of that brown, it's not even brown, why did I say brown? Into that black eyeshadow and just added the shadows around it, including the shadow around where the little flap of that pouch would be and obviously where the bullet straps are. And I also added some like pull texture so it looks like leather, I guess, or I don't even know if it is leather, but that's what I was trying to make it look like. And then I went into some white body paint, of course, and added all the highlights, kind of doing the same kind of like pulling effect. And then I also added a little dot for the presumable button that's holding the little flap of that pouch down. Once that looks okay, I went into the gray again and filled in his chest plate with that gray, same gray I've been using, same light gray, only I made sure to keep a spot clear where the bullets are going to be. Once it looks okay, again, detailed work and shadows done with a black eyeshadow, matte black eyeshadow. And once I was happy with that, I actually added some stitches onto the belt. Again, more of a creative liberty to kind of add some more of my own little detailed flair, make it stick out a bit more kind of thing. But same thing I did with the shirt that I didn't show, only now it's on the belt. Then I went ahead and filled in those bullets. I just used the gray, filled them in. You know the drill. This time I did the highlights first with white body paint. Don't know why I switched it up. Getting wild over here. And then I went in with the black eyeshadow and went ahead and shadowed around all the bullets, as well as getting that tiny little brush, and I actually like added more deeper shadows around the whole kind of section that I had been doing, just deepen things up. Then of course we're just gonna step and repeat here, and I got the brown body paint and filled in the other section of shirt. It was hard to say. And I filled in the other section of I did it again. I filled in that section of shirt and then went into some black eyeshadow and shadowed around it. And of course I added stitches on that side too, and of course for some reason I didn't show it. Anyways, and then I went in with that gray body paint again and filled in the other shoulder plate, as we've been doing. Went into that black eyeshadow, as we've been doing, and added the detail work there. As well as going into that white body paint again. And did the highlights. So other than a lot of repetitive motion, it was very hard to do, but it was actually a lot of fun. I'm pretty happy with this. I think I can do better next time, but you know, it was really fun to do, and I hope that you enjoyed. If you did enjoy, if you did enjoy, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. If you want to be notified of when I go live, please hit that bell notification. And if you have any ideas, feel free to let me know in the comments below, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!